Hey, how's it going, guys? So today we're going to be going over the new Ryu changes. Some very exciting stuff here. A lot of new changes, new buffs that are going to get Ryu mains very excited. And we're going to be going over these changes, explaining them, and then going into training mode and trying them out and showing you guys how you could use them. So if you're excited, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So the Overdrive Shoryuken has been changed. The first hits effect from a knockback to a blowback. So basically what this would mean is that usually when you do EXDP or Overdrive Shoryuken, if you're kind of far from the opponent or something happens while you're hitting it, the first hit would usually hit the opponent and they would stay standing up. This was in the previous patches, and the problem with that is as Ryu's going down from the Shoryuken, you're very negative because the opponent is still standing up. You hit him only once and they don't get knocked down. So they changed that, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works in training mode. Basically, what happens here is, if I set the opponent to do, for example, crouching medium punch. Let's do that, for example. And let's start. So if we make him do that, and we hit him out of it with EXDP, you see, if one hit occurred, usually it would hit the opponent and let them stay on the ground, and as you fall down, they could punish you. So they changed that, and I think it's a great change. That's very useful. And I think it makes sense that they changed that because sometimes you get unnecessarily punished with the XDP. So the solar plexus strike has been changed. This is a very interesting one. The proximity block detection hitbox has been expanded to the edge of the attack's hitbox between frames 2 to 18. So here, to most people, you probably not understand what this means, but basically, when you're trying to do solar plexus and they try to walk back, here they would probably block your attack instead of just walking back. So the proximity block has been increased. So I set up the dummy so we could try this out. Here I would assume that Ryu, after walking back, he would start blocking. So let's try it out. As you can see, when he tries to walk back, he gets stopped. And that hits further. That's very interesting. So this will be helpful. So as you try to do solar plexus in a match and they keep trying to walk back, you're going to actually catch them and they will be forced to block it. So this is very useful. Light Hashogeki. So they changed the recovery on block from -4 to -3. So it's now -3 on block, safe on block. And if your opponent is in burnout, it will be +1. This will be really useful in burnout. So let's try that out. Oh, hold on. Did we just find a loop? Not too bad. Okay. Let's try to make him interrupt. Okay, guys, so how this is gonna work. We're gonna make our dummy attack with crouching light punch after getting hit on block, and we're gonna test it out on different block settings. So the first one was gonna be on the first hit. So after I do one Hashogeki, he's supposed to attack me with a crouching light punch. And we could block that, of course. We could block that by doing this. And what's useful is, look at this now. He's getting hit. So that's very useful. We could use that in burnout very well. Now let's test it out on the second hit. What could we do here? Okay, let's test out what we could do to extend the string. Okay, wow, you could do it 3 times in a row. Nice! This is actually sick. Hold on. I love it. Okay, so this is good. Can we extend it even further? I'm gonna try the 4th hit or 3rd hit. Let's try that. So it's. Oh wait, he still hit me on the same thing. Hold on. Okay. So that was pretty greedy there. If I did crouching, of course, if I did crouching medium kick, he would interrupt me because it's too slow, but let's try something else. Oh, we could kind of wait for him to do the light punch and just try to hit him out of it. Oh, that trades. That trades. I can't really do something afterwards. Oh! That's so sick! So we could basically bait the whiff punish after that. So they'd probably try to attack after all that. So that's our game plan. And we could just keep spamming him on block. Oh, super sick. That is fire. I'm so happy about these buffs. This is what Ryu needed from the start. Finally, like, a lot of characters have a lot of good burnout sequences, and Ryu doesn't. Ryu does not have. So this is exactly what he needed. I said that, and I mean it. I would probably try to start the burnout string something like this. The knockback on block has been decreased, so now you're closer to your opponent, and since it's safe, we don't care about that. That's very useful. And the knockback on block while in burnout has been increased. So this one's kind of strange, maybe because when you have a lot of frame advantage and you're really close, that would lead to like an infinite loop, so they didn't want to make it too busted. For medium Hashogek, they changed the attack hitbox. It has been expanded forward. I will demonstrate this here. So basically, when Ryu does, you know, medium Hashogek, wow, I tried to demonstrate something. Here, usually it would whiff before the patch. When you do max range crouching medium kick, the Hashogek would whiff sometimes, or from standing heavy punch it would whiff sometimes. So this is a great change just for consistency purposes. You know, you wouldn't want to get whiff punished for, you know, no reason, doing like an decently safe move. This is -6 I think on block, or -5, but this is a good change just for consistency purposes. For heavy Hashogek, the attack hitbox has been expanded forward, similar to the medium, which is useful. The projectile clash hitbox has been expanded forward. I've seen this for both medium and heavy, and I don't know how this would affect, because you usually don't try to counter or hit projectiles with these moves. Sometimes you would, but I guess that will be more useful or more consistent. And the knockback on block has been decreased, which we will demonstrate. The distance covered between this we'll also test. So here, when Ryu does heavy Hashogek, let's do this on block. He is close to the opponent, reduced knockback. So this is very useful. You can set up mix-ups to this. So we could make the opponent do a normal throw after blocking. Let's make it for the second hit, since Hashogek is 2 hits. What you could do is set up a mix-up. If they tech, you could do this and hit them with big damage. There we go. But they would be safe as well if I throw them and they tech. So what's cool about this is you could set up really nice mix-ups like this, shimmy them, and get some big damage. Not previously possible. Now for the Overdrive Hashogek, they expanded the attack's hitbox, which similar to the medium and heavy, this is the same here. The projectile clash hitbox has been expanded, but again, for EX Hashogek, I don't know when you would use this. The knockback on block has been decreased. This is good. And on hit as well. I did test this out though, and I noticed that it's kind of still far away. You know, not trying to be greedy here, but I don't know when exactly I would use this. You can't chain 2 medium punches, for example. You could only go for crouching medium kick, which can be interrupted. Even a crouching light punch can't connect after the crouching light kick. So I don't know exactly when you would use this. Maybe you would do something like this and you'll be safe on block. I don't know. We could experiment with this later, but this is one of the changes. On hit, it also has been decreased, but you can't combo off this move unless you're in like punish counter. So I don't know when exactly you would use this, but yeah, it's not too bad. So for the Denjin Charge Hashogek, similar changes as found before, but look at this. the damage of the Overdrive version has been changed from 600 to 1000. So the EX version now does even more damage, 400 damage extra. So Ryu's going to continue to hit like a truck in this patch, even more so. So this is great. That's going to do 400 more damage than it used to do. So that's a great buff. Nice. Look at that. Okay, so for the final two changes, we have the Hadouken and Shinko Hadouken, which is the level 1 super. Both of them have the same change, which is the size of the hurt box around the arms has been reduced. I would assume that this means that Hadoukens are slightly safer to do when close to the opponent if they're trying to interrupt them, because the hurt box around the arms is reduced, so it's slightly harder to hit, I think. This would be hard to test in training mode because there's a lot of situations you could test out, but generally I think in games this would mean that if you're closer to the opponent and they try to interrupt, since the hurt box is reduced around the arms, it's harder to hit. Now for the Shinko Hadouken, I would be kind of surprised what this would change, because it has invincibility in the beginning, but I don't know, maybe in the later frames this will be slightly safer because the hurt box is reduced. Maybe, we'll see. But anyways guys, if you found this video useful and enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. I post daily Ryu content, some great gameplay, cool combos, tutorials in the future. So please make sure to subscribe, like this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.